Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here speaks Vice, and this is going to be a Let's Play of Ace Combat 5. Now, I've never done a Let's Play before. This will be my first one, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Now, this is being played on an emulator, so while we do get to enjoy the higher resolution and some texture filtering, there is the problem of maybe a few graphical glitches. I've done everything I can to reduce them as much as possible. So let's jump into it. A campaign mode, all I'm going to do is load my options. There we go. And now we can go into a new game. Normal controls, of course. Now, the Japanese voices, I actually prefer the English ones. Normally, if it's a game that's made in Japan, the Japanese voices would be better, but in this case, the English dub really knocks it out of the park. As for difficulty, let's go with hard, because why not?
15 years ago, there was a war. Well, war's broken out here plenty of times before. They've tried to invade the Southlands through the Northern Valley time and time again. Luck was never on their side, though, and their victories didn't last long. They didn't realize that times had changed. Facing one defeat after another, losing territory and watching their nation dwindle, they built up their industrial strength to unprecedented heights and used it to wage one final battle against the world. That was 15 years ago. They fought ferociously, but were utterly defeated. The Belkans then committed the unthinkable. They used nuclear weapons on their own soil. Seeing this tragedy unfold before their own eyes, the victorious countries vowed to throw down their weapons. The world was once again at peace, and thanks to them, it seemed it would last forever. On a distant island, far away from civilization, the protectors of the peace take to the skies.
Title drop.
Red alert! I was in the sky, trying to get the training team in my viewfinder from the rear seat of the lead plane. My pilot in the front seat was howling at the earth below.
Give me a break. I'm babysitting nuggets up here.
Command room to Warthog Squadron. We have leakers, aircraft type unknown. Crossing the border at Keith Landers, bearing 278 to 302. Captain Bartlett, your flight is the only group close enough to make the intercept.
Baker, sense it. Go trail and stay close. The three of us will go hide and engage the bandits. All other aircraft stay low and out of the fight.
The world turned upside down, and my stomach turned inside out.
Sorry about this.
The captain's apology to me seemed misplaced. One instructor had survived the fight, but crashed on landing. The other one was killed in action high up in the clouds. It wasn't his fault that the unidentified aircraft fired on us without warning. Nor was it his fault that the low-altitude area where he sent his trainees was directly in front of the enemy. 8 people died because the command room had misplaced some zeros. That pilot in the number 7 was amazing. Did you see her fight back?
I couldn't bear to watch. Nagase, you keep flying like that and you'll die real soon.
I won't die, sir.
The only surviving trainee's voice was almost a whisper.
Are you sure? You look like you couldn't hurt a fly.
Her face was pale, but she still managed to smile a bit for the camera. The photo, along with my camera, was confiscated by base security. It was as if our little undeclared war never happened. I came to cover this remote island because I heard that a very unique squadron leader was stationed here. I didn't realize he was this unique, though. This bad-mouthed, good-natured old firebrand could take the greenest of rookies and forge him into a fearsome fighter pilot. Of course, that possibility vanished with the day's encounter. The only crew he had left now were Second Lieutenant Nagase and the few pilots that happened to be on the ground that day.
I know you don't like this, but we're short on people. Starting tomorrow, all you nuggets are gonna be sitting alert. If we launch, stay glued to me up there. Nagase?
Sir.
You're flying number 2 on my wing. Gotta keep an eye on you, or who knows what you'll get yourself into.
And that was the intro. I decided to stay quiet through it because it's the opening of the game.
At ease, people!
And here
But don't get
comes
too
my
comfortable.
fake Spiro.
It's a grave situation for all of us right now. Let's get this briefing started.
Another aircraft of unknown origin has entered Ocean Federation airspace. We have confirmed the target type as a strategic recon plane flying at very high altitude. Despite our repeated warnings, it continued to penetrate our Aegis and was fired upon by Ocean Coastal Defense Force SAMs. We believe one of our SAMs damaged the unknown plane, but did not destroy it. Radar shows that the aircraft is currently losing altitude and is attempting to egress feet wet towards the ocean. Intercept this target and force it to land for identification. Do not fire upon this aircraft until further orders are transmitted.
Indeed, so we have our first mission, Operation Lagoon, on the 24th of 9th of 2010. Somewhat in the mid-morning, it seems. So, since we cannot access the hangar yet, let's get just right into it.
This is Heartbreak 1 of War Dog Squadron. We are approaching the target. This is AWACS, call sign Thunderhead. Roger. Bring the target to the ground. Do not fire at the target. Repeat, do not fire at the target. You got that, Nuggets?
The F5E is not a bad plane.
Roger.
It's alright as a starter, it's better than the F4 they gave you in Ace Combat 4.
War Dog 4, hello? Can you hear me, kid? You better be marking our tail, son.
Indeed I am.
Looks like you're confident at least. Don't get separated from me. Man, I'm glad you drew the short straw instead of me.
And in this mission, you can in fact crash into your wingman, so always good to be careful.
To be called Chopper, sir. I'm afraid I may not be able to respond to any other moniker.
And here we are.
That does fit you well.
Chopper.
I've got a better name for you, but I'll keep it to myself. Okay?
And we can spot the enemy Blackbird in the distance.
Let's go. You're forbidden to fire until I give permission, understand?
Fine.
Good boy.
I'm not a dog.
Alright, where's Motormouth Chopper? That's your name for me? You got a knack for comic dialogue. You mind sending a surrender request for me? Oh no, please, age before beauty. I'm real shy around strangers, you know. Jeez. Testing. Attention, unidentified aircraft. Set your course for our beacon immediately.
Hello, Blackbird.
Good. We will direct you to the
Actually, let's
nearest
get
airfield.
rid of
Order
these
here, if you
UGBs.
understand.
For better handling, you see. No, this game doesn't actually take that into account, but we can roleplay.
Warning, we have 4 high-speed bogies inbound.
And here comes the enemies. Let's go greet them.
Altitude 6,000. Hold your fire until further orders. Crossing the pond to fly cover for their spy plane, huh? Now there's a fighter pilot worth his wings. Enemy inbound.
And
bearing
their
280.
team's gonna
Head
get left behind for now. It's alright.
on. You're not to fire until I say it's okay. Got me?
Gotcha, Bartlett?
Boy.
I am not a dog. Here they are. Hey guys. How are you? Doing alright?
Heads up! They're firing on
Well,
us!
that's rude.
War Dog Squadron, weapons safe. Hold your fire until further orders. Oh, come on! Those aren't blanks they're firing out there! Shut your mouth and fire back!
Let's get down to shooting them, shall we?
This is Thunderhead. You are violating direct orders. Shove it. I'm not gonna watch any more of my pilots die.
Edge, engaging!
We're gonna shoot them all down, kid.
And more of them are coming.
If I grab this kill, I will, you know.
Kind of already did.
War Dog Squadron, weapons safe. Hold your fire until further orders.
Turning to engage bandits.
Yep. MiG-21s versus F5s.
War Dog 3,
Kind of
you're
unfair, but
staggering around like a drunk. Damn it!
Fox 2!
what can
Don't
we
let him
do?
get away. Aim straight.
It's the Yuke's problems that they choose to
My only
use
regret,
old ass
not being able
aircraft.
to fly with a captain with a sunnier disposition. If you need help, ask for a suit.
Don't run away, you are not allowed.
I
Come
order
back
weapons
here.
safe for all aircraft. Follow orders and hold your fire.
I will not hold my fire. You know, if you're trying to lock onto me, you're doing a very bad job of
You
it.
talk too much, that's why. You're the only one they hear. Do not fire at the target. Repeat,
There you go.
do not fire at the
And more
target.
bandits.
Enemy recon plane down. Oh, what a
Um,
shame. Too tired to party.
They were quite aggressive for recon planes, Thunderhead.
Those guys are really mad now.
Bye.
Watch your 6. Remember the fundamentals.
Bye.
Get creative out there.
Chopper? Don't know what you're doing over there, but you know the term cockpit doesn't
Dogfighting
relate to
sucks,
that,
man.
right?
My senses are all numb. I don't even have time to be afraid.
Just one left.
Heartbreak 1 to all planes. Is everything functioning normally?
Yep, everything seems fine.
Good. Let's go.
No. No. Don't you two dare
Don't
steal
get
this
too
kill.
cocky or you're a dead man. Stick with me. I'll
There we go.
All unknown bogey aircraft destroyed. This is your captain. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, you're actually rather loud.
Looks like we can all hear each other. You all alive? Alright. Nice work, Nuggets. War Dog 4, you still following us? Well, to commemorate the fact
Yep,
that we
right
all made it
here.
out of that battle alive, I'm gonna let you keep your nickname. From
Right,
now
tut, tut, tut.
on, I'm gonna call you Kid, no matter what. Got it? Good. Yeah, I swear.
And that was indeed mission 1. Not really that difficult of a mission, but it's only the starting one, so it's forgivable. Now, can we find a good scene for the thumbnail? That will do. If I wait until we get to combat, it's gonna take way too long.
Emergency transmission from Central.
To all Sun Island base personnel, all information regarding today's hostile encounter is to be classified. Captain Jack Bartlett is ordered to report to base headquarters immediately. September 24th, 2010, Order EO-111207, Ocean Air Defense Force Central Command. We got an S rank, 5 minutes total, 12 planes shot down. Not bad for our first mission.
The whole affair with the unidentified aircraft was covered up. There was even a rumor going around that it was actually a UFO. Officially, the world was still at peace. Having witnessed the battle myself, I wasn't allowed to leave the island.
Why do they even bother reprimanding me anymore? I know I'm gonna be stuck at Captain forever.
Who do you think's covering up the battle?
Listen, the only thing across that ocean is Murska Air Base. That's Yuktobanian territory.
But haven't we been allies with the Ukes since the war 15 years ago?
Yeah. That's why we got people working their asses off trying to confirm what the hell's going on over there. I bet they've got hotlines ringing off the hook somewhere upstairs. The government doesn't want to get the public riled up with all this, you know? But it doesn't matter. Soldiers like us are too stupid to think for ourselves, so we just gotta keep our mouths shut when they tell us to. I feel kind of bad for you, actually.
It's all right. I get to be with you guys.
Captain's probably hating this more than anybody.
Hmm?
He used to have a lady friend over in Yuktobania.
That's just an old war wound now.
The plot thickens. It appears Yuktobania has attacked us. But why? We'll find out in the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and if you have any feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments. If you liked it, disliked it, I'm open to all feedback. And see you all next time.